Jump down. That's a nigga that...
I'm in his head. Look, he's mad.
My head.
He's mad. He's mad.
Today, a shocking scene lit up social media and sent shockwaves through boxing circles. Gervonta Tank Davis threw a punch at Jake Paul inside Miami International Airport, and fans can't stop talking about it. We've got the full story, what triggered the confrontation, and Tank's first reaction afterward. Here's what happened. Tank had just finished training camp and was walking calmly through the airport. Out of nowhere, Jake Paul showed up, the YouTuber-turned-boxer known for calling out stars like Canelo and KSI. According to witnesses, Jake arrived with a full camera crew, recording content for TikTok or Instagram. Typical Jake Paul move.
Fight. Since you lost, what's up, Jake? Where you going, Jake? Oh, he's running! He's running! Look at him!
Reports indicate that Jake had been going after Tank on social media for several weeks, making fun of his legal troubles, and even claiming he would confront him both in the ring and outside of it.
GervontaDavis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
That's when the tension exploded. Witnesses say Jake stepped up to Tank and started talking non-stop about everything. His fight history, his ties to Floyd Mayweather, and even his past legal issues. Tank, true to his nature, wasn't going to let that kind of disrespect slide.
Who were you gonna call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
So when the two eventually met, a quick shove escalated into a punch, and within seconds, Jake was down on the ground. Paramedics arrived at the scene, and although Jake was awake, he was visibly shaken. A few hours later, he was taken to a Miami hospital for observation. Doctors found no major injuries, but the swelling alone was enough to spread online instantly.
Ow, ow.
Like, what would make it?
Ow! Oh my god, we're holding hands. Oh my god. Ow. Ow! Oh!
Why would it be so bad?
Say I do. Say I do.
Oh, bruh.
Can I see that hand?
Now everyone was eager to hear Tank's reaction, and he didn't mince words. Talking to a small group of reporters and fans outside the airport, Tank looked completely serious. He said Jake got exactly what he asked for. You can't talk trash and expect nothing to.
How about Jake? What do you think of Jake?
Clown.
Yeah.
He's a clown.
Would you look at it as a joke if your team was like, yo, we want you to fight Jake Paul? Would you be like, come on, man?
I laugh at him. Like, you want me to fight him?
You think it'll ever come to the point where you're going to mix into, I mean, you're obviously doing the real shit, but will it ever mix into the point where the money's big enough?
Yeah, would you ever do a fight like that?
I feel as though in my career, I can't do that right now.
Tank went on to say, "This is boxing. You can't just disrespect real fighters. I worked hard to earn my place in this sport. He's a clown, and I'm not here for his games." Every word hit hard, and his expression showed he meant it.
Bro, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. If everybody at a clue with, I mean, with him. Fuck.
Same question for you. You're a proud father.
Jake's manager told TMZ that they're looking into legal action and called the incident a violent, unprovoked attack. But let's be real. Anyone who's watched Jake knows he's been inviting this kind of trouble for a long time.
We're in discussions with a lot of names: GervontaDavis, Anthony Joshua, Badu Jack, Ryan Garcia, KSI, Tommy Fury. So there's a lot of people on the hit list, but Badu Jack excites me a lot, and I definitely want to become world champion. So going after Zerto or Badu sounds like a good game plan to me.
If you had your pick of the litter, in scale of 1, 2, and 3.
First is Gervonta. Second is Anthony Joshua. Third, Canelo.
But let's back up and see where this beef started. When Jake was pushing for a fight with Floyd Mayweather, he pulled the infamous gotcha hat stunt and nearly got himself beaten up by Floyd's team.
I feel good, and I'm gonna go out there and perform and do what I do best.
Floyd, you really want to take them both on at the same night?
Absolutely, easy. You got two fake fighters. Fake fight. I'm a real fighter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Right here, please. Right here.
Yo.
All right, hang on.
Yo.
I want you out of the way for me, okay?
Looking over here? What's up? You wanna run it 2 in 1 night? Yeah. What's up? You wanna run it 2 in 1 night?
Absolutely.
You wanna run it 2 in 1 night?
Absolutely.
So let's do it.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Get the paperwork for this bug.
Get Al Heyman.
Absolutely. I don't need Al Heyman.
Let me call Al Heyman.
I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss.
1 night. Got your hat. Got your hat.
Tank, who was in Floyd's corner then, made it clear he wasn't cool with Jake's disrespect. Since that day, Jake has been going after him online, calling him Mayweather's kid and making fun of his height and legal issues.
Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. I'm just in a silly, goofy mood.
Fast forward to today, and the airport fight seems like the breaking point. But here's the catch. Tank's punch might put him in legal trouble. Miami-Dade police are said to be investigating, and there's talk he could face charges. And this wouldn't be his first run-in with the law.
Well, let me ask you this. I was just talking to her. What if she told me that you beat the piss out of her and you jumped on top of her and started punching her in the face? Should I just go ahead and take that as...
but don't you know... It's your side of the story. Give your side. Just talking to her, though. With the information that she gave you, can't she tell you?
You want me to just take everything she says?
I'm not from here.
Okay, but you want me to just take everything she says as fact?
All I'm just saying is I'm not from here. I don't know her exact address.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not asking for her exact address. She's saying you hit her. She does have a mark on her lips, and it's under.
I have a mark right here.
Did she hit you?
Turn around.
For battery.
Turn around.
Violence.
Put your hands behind your back. What's his first name?
Gervonta.
But let's be honest, some fans think this whole airport fight could be a publicity stunt for their upcoming match. Eddie Hearn has confirmed that Tank Davis and Jake Paul are set to face off in November, and boxing fans can't believe it's real. Tank is a lightning-fast lightweight with serious knockout power, while Jake has.
After Canelo, obviously, didn't materialize, was the next one Tank?
Yeah, I mean, that was on the 1 yard line as well, but he has to rematch, Lamont Roach. He wants to get that back. And then we'll be back in discussions with Mr. Gervonta. But, man, this is the nature of boxing. You have massive fights on the 1 yard line and things just fall through.
As you're watching, he was a gigantic favorite, and this is on the heels of the Canelo thing. Are you like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, though, because I never really thought Tank was that good. It would just take the right fighter to pick him apart, to be honest. Someone who had high activity and wasn't afraid of his power. So I always saw so many holes in his game. So to me, it wasn't that surprising that someone finally gave him some good work.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. And so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
Okay. Is that still of interest to you? If he wins the rematch and you beat Julio, is that of great interest to you later this year?
For sure.
It's crazy when you consider it. The size difference is massive, but Tank's skill is on a whole other level.
Skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Nobody. I feel like my skills is way better than Floyd. If I'm on my game. Well, I take that back. Probably hand in hand. But skill-wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now has more skills than me. Nobody. Talk about top to bottom list of fighters that's fighting on TV.
Jake has the size, reach, and name recognition, but the truth is Tank brings the ring IQ, experience, and knockout power that can finish fights.
Tank Davis.
Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. Back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he gotta be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you gotta be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you gotta be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
Still, fans are left wondering how Jake's extra weight will play into the fight. Will his size slow Tank down, or will Tank's speed and accuracy cut through Jake's reach easily?
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195. It would be an exhibition.
Okay, so it was going to be an exhibition, not sanctioned, but no restrictions. You can knock each other out and shit like that. It was going to be at a catch weight of 195 pounds, 10 rounds, 3 minutes. I've been trying to figure this out. Why was I a Tank hater for wanting to see Tank go up 5 pounds to get some smoke with like Teofimo Lopez or something? I just wanted to see him go up 5 pounds and fight Teofimo Lopez. And all of you were saying, you want Tank hurt, Showbiz. You a hater. You want him hurt. Then I'm convinced, okay, he's too small, but he can fight Jake at 195?
But before Tank can even think about Jake Paul, he has unfinished business with Lamont Roach. Their rematch is set for August, and let's face it, Tank has some serious damage control to handle first.
How many rematches have you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, that's a good question. It's gonna be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't get me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% full fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of a IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot, and I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
In their first fight, a lot of fans and boxing analysts believed Roach deserved the win. The match ended in a disputed draw, but honestly, Roach was the crowd's favorite that night.
You know something funny? We was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th. We was talking, right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I said, oh, is that right? So, you know, that's how boxing works. It's sad to say, you know, that's how boxing works. I'm not like totally upset. I figured with a superstar, you won't get too much on paper. But I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him. I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision win. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh shit, there it goes. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with. So yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's okay. We gonna run it back.
The most talked about moment came in the 9th round, when Tank dropped to one knee after taking a brutal combo from Roach. But the referee didn't rule it a knockdown.
Going that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaning was right.
He took a knee.
He took a knee. What is he doing?
He forgot his...
It's got to be a knockdown. What in the world is happening?
Took a knee. He's got to count.
Listen to me. I understand. If you take a knee like that, that looks like a knockdown. All right? Listen, back up. Back up.
That moment set off a huge debate in the boxing world. Tank's reputation took a hit. He looked beatable. Now he has to bounce back and show he's still the top fighter. But here's the problem. It seems Tank is more focused on Jake Paul, chasing hype and a big payday. Ignoring Roach could be a risky move that might cost him.
Tank was looking past Roach, and he wanted that Jake Paul fight, which I think Jake Paul would have beat. Jake is way too big. Tank is 5'5", 135, soaking wet. Y'all think Tank is too small for 140. He ain't beating no heavyweight. I'm not joking. I don't think he would have hurt Jake. He would have to jump up to reach him. I don't think he would have hurt him. I tell you this, it would have gone the distance, and people would have been laughing their asses off, and it wouldn't have been good for Tank's brand. I tell you that. That fight would have went the distance. Soon as 5'5" Tank is looking at a 6'2", 6'3" Jake Paul, y'all would be like, hold, wait a second. And Jake Paul be on spread out paws with that arm out and stepping back. And bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But that's cap. Fine. We'll never get to fight anyway. So we'll never know.
Let's be honest. This fight with Jake Paul isn't the smartest move for Tank's career. Picture this. Tank wins the rematch with Lamont Roach in August, silences all doubters, and proves he's still at the top. Normally, you'd expect him to go after the biggest names. Maybe a fight with Shakur Stevenson or another shot at Devin Haney. Instead, he's signing up for a Netflix spectacle against a YouTuber.
Gonna call out. What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
It's starting to feel more like a sideshow than the big, career-defining fight fans are waiting for. And if Tank doesn't take care of business against Roach,
Didn't say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting?
Man, Tank, disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. And he called cap on it. So if he won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
it would look desperate. A choice from a fighter who's lost focus on proving himself against the top competition and is just after a quick payday.
You think of former athletes and celebrities like Jake Paul taking up boxing. You think that grows the sport?
If he's doing it for the right reason, actually want to do it because of just like actually want to box, it's cool. But if he's doing it for like the wrong reason, just to get the hype and stuff like that, I feel as though it's trash. Sometimes people get bored at what they doing, and they want to try other stuff. Got to be mentally tough to be able to box. So that's why I don't take that away from some fighters or some people that want to jump into the sport. So just show how tough you are. That's how it should be.
For sure. That's all I got. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Honestly, the signs have been clear for a while. Tank has hinted at retirement, admitting that boxing no longer excites him like it used to.
Are you retiring?
What changed? What made this trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might regain the love for it though? You never know. Like like say you got to walk today.
There was even that video of him smoking during training camp. Not exactly the focus you'd expect from a fighter preparing for a tough rematch. On top of that, there's the split with Calvin Ford, his longtime coach.
Something is definitely going on between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. Now, we all seen that knockdown in the 9th round, but what you probably didn't see is what happened after that in between rounds. Check this out. Coach Barry Hunter trained Tank for this fight with Lamont Roach, not Calvin Ford. A lot of people were saying that this performance has something to do with that. So, is something really going on between Calvin Ford and Tank Davis? Check out what Tank had to say.
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so. It's something we gotta work on in the corner, for sure.
All of this points to a fighter who seems more focused on his bank account than his legacy. This fight with Jake Paul isn't about proving he's the best in the sport. It's about cashing in before he steps away.
Tank Davis, Lamont Roach. I think we need to start with that one.
Yeah.
What transpired in that fight was astounding because you have to remember Tank Davis was a 16-1 favorite going into this fight. Lamont Roach, while a WBA champion, was moving up from 130 pounds and no one thought he had a chance. And the general demeanor of Tank Davis going into this fight was like, hey man, I'm kind of done with this. I got 3 fights left. I'm going to be done by the end of 2025. I don't really like this sport anymore. Kids, don't do this. Go into soccer. This ain't for...
That's it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our future uploads. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next one.